Passion is the fuel for phenomenal creation. Passion causes worlds upon worlds upon worlds to be manifested. Let there be. The power of your word is what directs passion. Let there be light is the first word spoken. And from that light, all creation happens. So we do as God created us to do. God's creative power, let there be light, is the law from which you create and the power, the light in which you design your creation. The fuel that moves it from thought form, that activates the emotional body, that gives life to the idea and then brings it into manifestation is your passion. If our passion is not first and foremost pointing in the direction of God and only God, then our passion becomes mixed, confusing. It becomes of this world. Our passion gets looped into the ego's world, which is trying to get something. And whenever you're using your passion to get something, to get attention, to get material things, to get wealth, to get health, to get anything of this world, when you're using it to get, you are using it from a place of I don't have. That place of I don't have is not of your spirit. That place of I don't have is not of God. Therefore, you're using your passion to get doesn't really work. Do you understand that? And so what happens? You use your life force to try to get and make things happen in this world. There's struggle, there's tension, there's operating from the lie of lack. There's so much going on that you are unaware of when you're trying to get and make things happen in the world. The spiritual awakening that is so needed and wanted within humanity is never going to come to pass when we finally get the right political party in place, when we finally get everybody fed, when we finally get everything in this world solved. That is not where the spiritual awakening is going to happen. The spiritual awakening is going to happen one mind at a time, one mind purified of the fearful thoughts, the misuse of passion, the desires of this world that are in the way of your deepest desire, which is for God. When minds are healed and rightly aligned with the passion directly directing towards the glory of God in you, the entire world will be saved. The sustainable, permanent golden age will be revealed in your mind first. And this is where people give up. This is where most people are still putting up their stop sign. Most people still don't want to take responsibility for the world they see. Most people still don't want to see their magnificent power and how it is being misdirected, misaligned, misused, and confused. This is what must be done. This is the spiritual path. And the problem is when people look at it, they think it's them. Oh, I'm the fuck up. Oh, I'm the one doing this. Oh, I. And it gets so overwhelming that you pop out and you run and you grab the ice cream, the chips, the alcohol, the sex, the marijuana, whatever it is to get some relief. That is the hamster wheel of hell that it's time to get off. It is time to take full responsibility. There's no other way. There's no way out of this for you. Full responsibility for the world you see, the thoughts you're thinking, and the remembering that I am the divine presence of God that commands my thoughts with the passion and power of my divinity in the direction of good for myself and for others. Within you are the words waiting to be spoken. I will no longer allow my passion to go down addictive paths. I will no longer allow my passion to be used to try to gain temporary worldly attention that is fleeting at best. This is the day that I invite you to pause and connect with the passion, the power of life that is in you and ask yourself, where do you want to direct it? And are you willing to shoot it so high above all the earthly desires until it lands exactly where it is meant to be aligned? The passion for the love and the life of God that you are, the God self, capital G, capital S, you. When you place your passion there, it activates the highest laws, God's laws that do say to you, the world is yours, create. What do you desire? Now, this desire is placed in the center of your holiness. This desire is placed in the center of your wholeness, which means it must and will bless all. That's when God is activated. Not one moment before that. Any desire that has a tinge of personal, ego-based wanting will not be placed in the center of the God self. The center of the God self is holy, holy, holy. And here's the great news. You are made holy, 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 with all that you need to purify the mind through the power of the divine grace of the Holy Spirit. Call it Saint Germain, call it Jesus, call it Buddha, angels, with helping energy and beloved enlightened beings that will support you. Release yourself from shooting your passion in opposing directions, limited, lying ways, and then get that passion flowing directly to the life force. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. You are meant to create beautiful things. Your desires have in the center of them holiness. They just need to be purified and released and given to the Holy Spirit. There's so much possible for you here, but it never will be revealed if we're in the world trying to get from the world, if we're misaligning our passion, if we're misusing it one day to get what we want, and the other day, oh God, please be with me, please be with me. And then the very next moment, trying to get what you want in this world. The back and forth is done. It's done. It never worked. It hasn't worked, but you are rising up out of the ignorance of it. And when you rise up out of the ignorance of it, the use of your passion for conflicting ideas gets more and more painful. That's the gift. That's the gift. You want it to hurt. You want it to hurt because you want it to make you stop. That's why. You want that temporary tinge of, ooh, that doesn't feel good. That's my sign. My passion is misdirected. Let me come back to my heart. Let me connect with the Holy Spirit. Let me ask to be realigned. Let me ask for all the support that I can receive, and even more than that, to purify any and all wanting that is ego-based. This is the time. This is the spiritual path today, and you are called. And if you're still listening, you are chosen and you are capable. You truly are. Peace and love.